Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Wellness Wednesdays. I am your host, Brenda McAllister. Today, we will be talking about something that is unfortunately all too familiar to most people, especially kids your age: stress. Stress is a physical, chemical, or emotional factor that causes bodily or mental tension and may be a factor in disease causation. Signs of stress: depression or anxiety. Are we sad? Are we anxious? Do we feel like we can't settle down? Anger or irritability. Are we angry for really no reason at all at those people around us? Something minor happens and it really sets us off. Do we have trouble sleeping? Do you have trouble falling asleep, or do you wake up because your mind is racing, or you're feeling anxious and your body and your mind just can't settle down? And do you have racing thoughts? Do you think about one thing and then another thing and then another thing, but never really figure anything out? Problems with memory or concentration. Do you try to study for a test and you can't focus? You can't remember anything that you're reading. You close a book and you don't have any idea what that chapter was about. And you're going to study for a test and you show up and your mind is blank. Do you have a hard time remembering things because we do have too many things going on in our mind and we just aren't able to relax our thoughts? Ways to cope with stress. Exercise. We all know that exercise and just being active can reduce stress. It releases a lot of, great endorphins, and it just gives us a lot more energy. And we think that sometimes we're too tired and we don't want to go exercise. That's the number one way to get more energy, is to go exercise, because your body feeds off that. Your body was designed to move. And the more we're in sedentary, the more we feel like it goes on and on and on. So please, when you're feeling stressed, I promise you, sometimes those are the very, very best workouts. And put on some music that you think is fun. Something that just has a nice beat. And yoga has always been proven to reduce stress. Outdoor activities. I think that when we engage in outdoor activities, let's say that we're maybe trying snowshoeing or cross-country skiing, or we're trying to golf for the first time, or a friend of ours asked us to play a game of tennis. I think that when we try something new and we're okay at it, maybe we're not great at it, but we had fun and we weren't bad, we'd like to do it again. I think that builds a lot of self-confidence, and I think there's just a lot of satisfaction in mastering a new activity. Eating well. You knew that was coming, right? It is so important to eat well. When we go into the cafeteria, do we want to grab a piece of pizza and maybe a few breadsticks and a Coke? Absolutely. Why? Because it's going to taste great. It smells great. It's going to taste great, and it's warm, and it's going to make us feel better immediately. And then what happens? And then we're studying and we're tired and our tummy hurts because the grease is just sitting in our stomach. And then our blood sugar spikes from all the carbs, and then it drops because we have that our glycemic index has just come down quickly. And then we feel icky, right? We can't concentrate. We're irritable because should we eat something else? We just ate, so we shouldn't be hungry. So a lot of times when we make the immediate reward choices of food, we regret that later. So of course, when you fuel your body with the fruits and veggies and the baked goods and all the heart healthy foods and the foods that give you energy and provide you with vitamins and minerals, you're going to feel better. And if you think about that too, there's a lot of things that we can pay people to do for us. Eating healthy, that's up to you. You have to exercise. Nobody can do that for you. And it's important that you decide what you put in your body. It's going to make a difference in the long run. Have a hobby. I think hobbies provide us an outlet. My hobbies are golf. I'm not good at it, but I love to golf. My husband is great at it, and we have a great time. And I think that that's something that we enjoy because it's in the summer, and I think our winters here are so long. So in the summer, that's one thing that we can do together. And I do that with my kids. I do that with friends. But it's something that if you're good at, it's fun. If you're not good at it, it's still fun. You're outdoors, and it's a way to be social. And I think that being social is a huge benefit to a hobby, even if that is joining a book club. It doesn't have to be active. It's better if it is, of course, or maybe find a hobby or two that, that does require you to be active or, engage in, outdoor activities. But like I said, a book club or just getting together and, having coffee with a friend or having a glass of wine with a friend, that's a hobby, right? I think just getting together and just trying something new. And last but not least, I think we do need to practice gratitude. I think that we forget what we have. We're always thinking about what we want, what we don't have, what somebody else has that we're maybe jealous of. Are we envious of? How did they get that? Why do we not have that? What can we do? So I think that we need to really want from a place of abundance rather than a place of scarcity. What do you have? Do you have your health? Are you in college? Do you want that? Are you fortunate that you were able to go to college? Do you have a place to stay that works for you? Are you staying in the dorms so you're close to campus? Are you in an apartment that allows you a little bit more freedom and a little bit more, of a kind of like a real life experience where, you're out in the real world? Okay. And are you able to get through your classes? You might not be getting straight A's, but are you working as hard as you can? Were you able to take the classes that you wanted to? Are you in the field that you want to be in someday? Were you able to get into all your classes? Do you have family that loves you? Do you have a close network of friends? There's so many things that we do have that sometimes we forget because we're so busy thinking about all the things that we don't have. And that is a huge, huge stressor. Trust me. As a health coach, I deal with this every single day of my life. And people are always wanting to lose weight. They want to exercise harder, but a lot of times they forget who they are is perfect. If they want to be better, sure, I'll help them. But I always remind them that they are fortunate that they are able to exercise. They have 2 arms, they have 2 legs, they have the means, financially to allow me to help them. They have a car that got them here. There's just so many things that we forget that we are very, very blessed to have. And I think that when we wake up and we jot a few things down, nothing major, maybe, 1 minute, jot things down. What are 3 things that you're grateful for and why? And I think that when we start that habit, I think it's so much easier to carry that throughout the day. I think when we wake up and we're instantly mad about something, maybe something that happened earlier that week or something that happened, the night before, or we had a disagreement with a family member or our spouse or whatever that may be, and we wake up and we're mad, and then we're mad about something else because it's snowing or, we woke up late, whatever it might be, then we're just kind of mad and we seem to carry that on throughout the day. And the unfortunate thing is that we feel the effects, but so does everybody around us. We just kind of have that air about us that we're angry and we're not going to be any fun to be around. On the flip side, you wake up and you do your morning routine and you get ready, you shower, you maybe do a little bit of exercise, you check your phone, whatever that might be, and then you're getting ready for class. Stop and take a couple minutes and write down 3 things that you're grateful for, why you are, and then maybe take a minute or 2 after and focus on how that makes you feel and why are you grateful for that. And every single day you do that, that becomes who you are. That becomes part of what you do. And then we develop that behavior, those habits, that mentality. And people that do that, trust me, they're much more fun to be around than those people who focus on the negative. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I will talk to you next week on our next episode of Wellness Wednesdays. Goodbye.